Also, happy Canada Day. As I'm recording this, well, this clip is recorded as of 2 days ago. So technically, when it's Canada Day, this clip was recorded like 2 days earlier. But still, this video is going to be uploaded on July 1st. So, happy Canada Day to Canada, obviously. We're so cool. Welcome back to some more Sonic Mega Collections. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I have 2 copies of the game. Crazy thing was when I got my first one off Amazon, and then the second time I was going to the retro game store in the mall in Horizons and here in Calgary, and I saw I didn't have a copy of this game for some reason, and I bought I bought this one, not really thinking I already had a copy here. So at least I can say I have 2 copies of Sonic Mega Collections. Here we're going over the 7 games that are in this collection, and well, yeah, obviously. So, get your Sega Genesis, I guess, and let's fire up some Sonic. Nowadays, there are no shortage of how many ways you can play the classic Sonic games. Back then, at the beginning, oh man, it's so cool seeing how many collections you could get for it. Definitely, so we're going over each and every single game. Yeah, obviously. What else are we gonna do? Oh boy, I can't wait to see Chili Dogs! Good times. And of course, you got your selection of games, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, play as Knuckles in Sonic 2 and 3, basically all the games on this menu here. Of course, you also got the instructions for each game, that's pretty cool, and even seeing the Sonic Archie comics, because, that was the current comic at the time, and now it's the IDW comic, so fun times. Of course, you got Sonic 1. I mean, at this point, it's not really a Sonic collection if you don't include Sonic 1 every single time. So, yeah, it's Sonic 1. You know what to expect. The only interesting about Mecha Collection is that after you finish a stage, you miss the Giant Ring, you still have time to get into the Giant Ring. And, of course, for Sonic 2, you got, Sonic 2, obviously. So, yeah, they'll definitely it's pretty good. It's pretty good still. Then you got Sonic 3 and Knuckles, of course, hence the funny title name. Interesting enough to know about this entire collection of the classic Sonic games that Sonic CD is nowhere in sight. Besides like an intro cutscene, the CD is just not in the game. This is still at a time where playing Sonic CD on any other console was still quite rare, besides just like the Sega CD's original add-on and maybe on PC. So you have to wait like a lot longer for it actually. And you got Sonic Spinball, which is a pinball game. I don't know what was with Sega back then putting Sonic in like so many of these pinball games. Like, what? Someone was like, this needs to be a priority. And the game it's a pinball game, I'll give it that. Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic's first, 3D Sonic game. And it's pretty interesting to being a little bit more open world. Gotta find all the flickies on certain maps in order to advance to the next stage. Though it can be a little bit hard to sometimes find them because you gotta find every single one in order to move on to the next stage. It's definitely a little disorientating because, the 3D space is definitely angled in an interesting way, but it's neat. Also, the special stages are once again the Sonic 2 half-pipe. Man, Sega just cannot stop with the half-pipe. Oh my god. And the bosses are definitely interesting. Easy or a little difficult depending on their respective in 3D, but hey, they're fine. So when it comes to the overall opinion for me for Sonic 3D Blast, it's an okay game. Not the first 3D Sonic game you play, but hey, it's not bad. Robotics Meat Bean Machine, in the Japanese, it's a completely different game. The only thing that makes this Dr. Robotnik seem is technically just slapping the name onto it, and that's basically it. Most people probably remember this nowadays because of, the boss in Sonic Mania, but nah, dude, honestly, it's a pretty good puzzle game. Though you could have added a little bit more Robotnik to make it more Robotnik theme. You also got Flicky, where you play as a giant Flicky in order to collect a bunch of smaller Flickies and bring them to the goal. There's also Rice Star. Dude, this game looks cool as heck. Look how colorful it is, unique. This game looks amazing, dude. Too bad, like a lot of other Sega IPs, Sega has barely bothered to do anything with it over the years. Games in Sonic Mega Collections. Very interesting collection, obviously, especially with the whole version you can play Sonic 2 and 3 with Knuckles, though, once again, the most interesting part is no Sonic CD. Yeah, I don't understand how it took so long to finally get to play on more modern consoles. Though, we will be looking at Sonic Mega Collections Plus sometime in the future, maybe. We'll find that out. Don't worry, it's funny. So yeah, that was Sonic Mega Collections. Maybe in the very distant future, if I decide to get a PS2 at some point, because that's going to be a whole another expense, I'll take a look up Sonic Mega Collections Plus, essentially. Which is, this game, obviously, but with more content, obviously. Which is weird how it didn't also come out on GameCube, but hey, it's okay. I'll see you next time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying to Pokemon video. See you next time. See ya.